EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Tonight we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2023, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. Dot.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Dot.
Play action. It's Burrow. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go.
Here we go.
One of the tight ends comes in motion.
Dot.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Oh, some strong running.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked to these rookies out there? And when we finally hear from them, the game slowed down and they're able to handle things. Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
11, 11. Dot.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mark Andrews from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 25, here's second down at 7. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, this is a tough spot for these Lions on the road in Arrowhead to start the year. But it's also, you'd have to say, Charles, a showcase opportunity for them because this is a team that historically hasn't gotten a lot of big opportunities like this.
And when they have gotten them, they haven't really delivered. This is a team, though, that believes that big things are out there for them. And they think that they can start to write a new history, beginning with this game right here.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 1 back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
12. 11 MT.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
12.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
12. 11 MT.
keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Gun.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
11, Mighty. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. A short throw caught by Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11 Thomas. Gotta go.
Here's Burrow. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Can't get away, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 1, ready?
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
11. 12.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
11, empty.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
11. 11, mighty.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now Landry. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 3. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Aiden Hutchinson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They'll look to throw here. And he is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
11 MT tank.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 67 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And quickly, they get to the line.
11 Thomas. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is born. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
12.
Now Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
11 MT tank.
Burrow will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. 2nd and 14. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On one. Ready?
Second and a couple.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Dot.
Now back to throw.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Dot.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
11. Dot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
And they'll hand off to Hull.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. We're kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Hey, we gotta go score.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback, and it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Hands it off out of the gun.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
108 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll drop to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On play action, they'll throw.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be third and forever. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead.
Here we go.
Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Aaron Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those master.